Hey guys, it's Sean G back with another video. Thank you guys for tuning into another video. I really appreciate it, guys. Guys, I'm just stopping by to update you guys of why I was off of my YouTube channel for a little over 2 months. I had some things going on behind the scene, guys, to where I was getting the things done that I needed to get done while I was still in my apartment. Well, why I am still in my apartment. But anywho, February the 2nd, I had an inspector come in, a mole inspector, matter of fact, to come in and do a air quality test to check and see if this unit had mold. So we talked over everything of that I had a concern over, and everything was going fine and dandy as far as the conversation was going. My question was asked, and also the recommendations while I wait on those results of those tests. But even in the midst of that, guys, hold on a minute. Thought that was my I thought that was my alarm going off, but it's somebody else's. But anywho, guys, I I also was having some work to get done as well. I'm trying to position myself, guys. But anywho, try to keep my head from getting cut off. But anywho, guys, I had went to see my allergist finally after my original healthcare provider declined my request to get further testing from my allergist. I had since got another primary physician, and she had no problem with sending that referral for me to get further testing from the allergy center. But anywho, guys, I had some blood work done. I discussed with her my concerns, hoping that I wasn't dealing with this MCAS, mast cell activation syndrome. You guys know that I've been battling a lot with these breakouts and being super sensitive to food, mostly everything that I try to eat. I'm getting a reaction from. Most of it, the reactions that I'm getting from, for whatever reason, is messing with my mouth and my lips as well as my tongue. Also, the breakouts with the rashes. My nose will break out. Let me see if y'all can see. I still got like a little mark right there. But glad that's done and over with. But I was tired of all of it and wasn't understanding what is going on with me and why is my immune system, reacting in the way that it is. I basically couldn't have anything, including water, without having some sort of reaction. So I was talking it over with my allergist, and she said that she would go ahead and run a test, allergy test, through some blood work to see if indeed I am dealing with MCAS. So I went and took 11 tubes of blood for all the tests that she needed to have ran. So while I was waiting on those results to come back, I was talking it over with the mole inspector that my immune system is compromised or have been compromised ever since, this thing that went on with, my gut. And I would never think the hardest thing to try to get yourself turned around with is dealing with your gut. And I'm sure that it's a lot of you guys out there, including some of my fam twos, are dealing with digestive issues. You guys know that mine came from contaminated water, and I've been trying to get my gut back balanced ever since. But when you have multiple things going on at one time, it's not no one thing that you can attack because there are multiple things going on at one time. And when this food sensitivity uh, start becoming a problem, if you ain't careful, guys, the stress of it all and getting depressed, it'll take you and put you in dark spaces. But before I allow any of that to take place, I'm going to grab control of me. Not my mind telling me what to do, but me telling my mind what I'm going to do. I know that at the end of the day, I have to look out for what I feel is in my best interest when it comes to my health. And I hope that you guys do the same thing. It's okay to go see these doctors. It's okay to let these doctors know what your concerns are, but also know that they are people too. And they don't know everything just like you don't know. But if you happen to get a good doctor, and there are some still out there, guys, so don't give up and just be patient. But the mole inspector gave me some suggestions on what I need to do, because I showed him some videos of some of my episodes, especially at nighttime, and mostly in my bedroom was where I'm having the hardest time. So I showed him a little bit of the reactions and stuff that I'm having, and he made a request for me to get an air purifier and a higher grade uh, filter for my furnace while I was waiting on those uh, mold inspection results to come back. And I had a little trouble. Well, when the enemy tries to block you and stop you from doing things, yeah, they try to make it a little complicated for you. But like I say, God will always see you through the things that you need to get through, no matter how long it takes. The ram was in that bush. I went to the Goodwill, guys, and in the midst of me walking around in the Goodwill, minding my business as I always do, I'm standing at the counter getting ready to check out. And all of a sudden, I get this tap and this whisper in my ear. Look over to the left. It's something over there for you. And I looked over there, and Lord behold, I saw an air filter in a box that practically looked new, guys. This how I tell you, God is good. Even in the midst of things, God is good. So I went over there and I flipped the lid open and I looked at it and I'm like, just have a little dust around the little circle part where the handle is. I said, oh, that ain't about nothing. And then I just looked at the inside of the box. Inside of the box don't even look like it really been open. So whomever donated that air purifier, God bless you. God bless your heart. Because I end up getting it for $10. And it's practically brand new. Only thing that I had to do, guys, is clean the charcoal filter that surrounds the filter itself. It's a lifetime filter in there, but the charcoal filter actually is to deodorize. So I came home with it. Thank the Lord for it, and reminded me that yeah, he's still on this journey with me, and he'll continue to be on this journey with me all the way through it. So I came home, disinfected, uh, washed the filter, let it dry a little bit, air out a little bit after I had ran it under some uh, warm soap and water, ran it up under the sink, the water again, um, just to make sure that there wasn't any more residue on it. I had went to um, Ace Hardware because that's where they said that I can get a filter, but with them looking it up, they didn't have it. So he said the best thing for me to do is try to buy one online. And I said, well, okay then. This was before I cleaned the charcoal filter out, the one that was already installed on there, but it looked just like it's new. Only thing it needs to do was get a little cleaner. So thank you again for whoever donated that air purifier. Blessings in disguise, I tell you. But I was able to get that air purifier for $10. I also, while I was at Ace Hardware, I had got a higher grade HEPA filter to put in my furnace. So far, so good, guys. I'm starting to feel much better with this air purifier. Uh, it's just with it running every day, all day, you have to really get used to that sound. But nevertheless, guys, I'm gonna sit down because my arm is tired holding this. Oh shit, I done got dark. So that means I gotta turn around this way. So we gonna do that. I'm gonna put this right here, guys, because my arm is getting tired and I hope it doesn't fall. So we gonna do it that way. All right, guys. Anywho, let me go ahead and finish what I was talking about, guys. So in the midst of waiting on the mold inspection results to come back, I had ended up calling my allergist office to see if my blood work had came back. And I was told that some of my blood work did come back, but the doctor would rather wait until all of my blood work is back. So that way, when I come in for my appointment, she could sit down and talk to me or talk over with me what those blood work results entail. But she said that she can tell me uh, the one of the 11 tests that she did that did come back. She did state to me that that particular blood work came back that I had a small percentage of mold in that blood work, and I asked her at that point, could she tell me what the name of that mold was? And when she told me what this name of this mold was, I knew exactly what she was talking about. She told me that the name of the mold that was found in my blood work is aspergillus. Aspergillus is a type of fungus. And I said, well, making the connections, because I didn't have to do this work, and I thank and praise God for part, but I had to do my due diligence to make sure that I'm in the clear as far as me trying to understand and gather my thoughts, feelings, and everything else that I got going on. Uh, that I was in the right space, even though the doctors were all over the place. But anywho, I asked to make another appointment so I could sit down with that allergist to discuss with me if there's any further action that needs to be taken on my part uh, to better keep me uh, healthier from what I'm already doing. Uh, I don't need nothing else to be causing no nothing. I'm trying to get rid of it all. If I can tackle it all at one time, trust me, it'd have been done long time ago. But when you're dealing with multiple illnesses at one time, even though one thing may cause it, you got 10 other damn things going on because of what that one thing that caused it in the first place. So it's like a domino effect. But anywho, I made the appointment to go back and sit with her, but I end up last minute canceling that appointment because I didn't want to take the drive in a safe manner because I was dealing with so much pain in my feet. And I didn't want to drive that far distance, so I canceled it at the last minute. I said, well, I'm going to continue to pray on this situation, and I'm going to see what I can do on my end because I really didn't want to take that drive dealing with my feet like that, hurting, if you will. So I end up calling to see if the results came back from the mold inspection. The mold inspection results came back a week before I had called and asked to see if those results had came back. So I was told that they were mailed to me. I didn't get anything in the mail. So when I found out that they did come back, I looked at the date of it when I did get a copy of it in the office, but I did call up to the office and asked if I can come up there and get a copy of this mold inspection results. So I'm going through the mold inspection results and how they got everything lined up and this, that, and the third. But it dawned on me, it was like it's conflicting and it's saying one thing, but it's also saying another thing. How is it that it's not likely to have mold in a unit, but from the 4 tests was ran, the air quality test, there was a one outside on my front, there were one in between my living room and dining room, there were one in my bedroom, and there were one in the bathroom. So my question was, I was saying it to myself, because I'm trying to understand this, if it's most likely not mold in my unit, why are the spore tests that y'all ran saying that although the levels are slightly lower than, I guess, the actual numbers that they consider to be mold, why does all 3 of those areas, not including outside, but all 3 of the areas in here, saying that there are lower amounts of more mold spores in all 3 of these areas? And I know in common sense, if a person immune system is compromised, and it came from housing, that's the truth of the matter. They know that, I know that, and God know that too. But I'm not being quiet about it because why would I? Anywho, before I even get off topic, I use common sense to know that when your immune system is compromised, even the smallest amount of mold spores can also make a person sick. So when I found out that my blood work had small amount of mold in it. I said, well, ding, 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 ding. Here the connection go again. Every single trail on this path that I've been on since 2017 has been lining up exactly how they're supposed to line up. So I end up calling the mold inspector company that originally came out to do the mold inspection. I didn't get to talk to him for whatever reason. I don't speak for nobody, and I'm not going to assume nothing if I'm not 100% sure anyway. But there was a lady that left me a message on my answer service that she would talk with me over the results of the mold test. So I end up calling her back and we talking about it, and she's telling me the same thing that I'm reading off the paper and this, that, and the third. But it wasn't until I stated to her, because you can't tell me when I'm living in here what's going to be what, because little do you know, all these units sit on top of water. So there's always going to be some moisture coming in up from these floors, which was the main source of the problem in the first place. Y'all can go back and look at my videos where I discuss with you guys the conditions of these floors and how they fall or when they fall or whatever, the floating floors or whatever have you. And when I brought that to her attention, she paused for a minute and she said, oh. I said, ding, ding, ding. I'm going to go ahead and let her finish saying whatever it is that she needs to finish. And then I'm going to go in and ask her the final question. And I did. I said, well, wouldn't it make sense that a person that are already dealing with a compromised immune system, regardless to how low those spores picked up on that sensor, couldn't that also, in fact, cause health problems with those small amounts of mold? And my reason for asking is because I also had some blood work ran, and one of my blood works did come back that I did have a small percentage of mold in my blood work. Can't put two and two together. Where else is the mold coming from? She tells me that I may have got the mold elsewhere. Where in the hell else I've been for the last 14 years, sugar? I just got sick in 2017. I'm more in than I am out because of this. I'm trying to get my health back as stable as I possibly can. But, you know, people try to talk to you like you don't know how to read between the lines or whatever the case may be. But she ended up getting off of the phone as I thought she would. But anywho, guys, that's what my update is, guys, of why I have not been on my channel for the last 2 months. I said that I didn't want to bring 2024 in this way because when you get sick or tired of being sick or tired of talking about the same shit, it comes off as though you complaining when you further trying to explain the situation. And people fail to realize just because one person don't listen don't mean that everybody ain't listening. You're going to find that listening ear and you're going to give them an earful. And my message to you guys is don't stop until you get the answers that you deserve. Whether they the ones you want or the ones that, you know, you don't want. At least you getting your answer. Don't just sit there and act like you taking on all of this responsibility for yourself, because that's not going to do nothing but put more pressure on you. Make your commands and demand the proper medical treatment that you truly deserve. And I'm going to leave it on that note, guys, because I made a video prior to coming on to make this video. Make the devil out of Lot and his minions. Because it ain't no stopping me now. You couldn't stop me then, and you definitely ain't going to be able to stop me now. Because I'm going to continue on doing what I'm supposed to do, because I know it's the right thing to do. I want you guys to focus on what matters to y'all most and take your cue from there. If it's going to allow you to free yourself from all of this stress, aggravation, anger, or whatever have you, get some peace in your life, continue to pray, and ask the Lord to guide you along the way and put the right people in place with you so they can walk hand in hand with you and be standing there with you as well as you go through these dark times in life. Never give up, guys. All right, guys, I love you guys, and thank you all for the love, support, shares, and comments. I really, really appreciate it, guys. This is Sean G, just doing me. Always remember, guys, to keep your heads up no matter what. And I'll see you guys on another video. Until then, guys, you guys stay safe out there. God bless.